Hi everyone, we are the group 1 for subject social dynamic. So as you can see on the screen, the topic for our group is about social change in family and marriage. Here's the member for our group, that is Izati, Inshan, Akila, Kenanga, Munira, Kaishan and also Cindy. So let's start about our presentation of today. First, we have to know about what is the family and marriage. Historically, marriage are what create a family, and family are the most basic social unit upon which society is built. Both marriage and family create status roles that are sanctioned by society. In the changing current of culture and social change, marriage and family relations play a key part in shaping and being shaped by complex landscape of societal evolution. Now let us see about how social change that occur in family and marriage.
Salam sejahtera, my name is Teo Sing Yi. Today I will present the objective of studying social change in family and marriage. So among the main objectives of this study are, the first one, to recognize and examine historical trend and pattern in family and marriage arrangement. Seeking insight into the way in which family and marriage relationships are changing and help one better understand social movement, desire, and shifting conventions. The second one, which is to provide guidance for development, evaluation, and modification of social policy in context of family and marriage. This may help policymakers to develop accurate and incentive policy that adapt to changing requirements of different family structure with regard to how quickly trends and patterns are evolving. The third one, to raise public awareness and understanding of changing dynamic within family and marriage through support education program by eliminating misunderstanding and promoting an inclusive, knowledgeable public conversation. Every family, regardless of religion or nation, may understand how their relationships are structured based on the cultural norm of one another.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Munira. I'm going to explain about the issues of social change of marriage and family by changing perspective. First, perspective of marriage and have changed throughout the generation, with certain individuals choosing cohabitation, relationship structures, or focusing on education or personal development rather than marriage. Instead of being with a spouse, they feel better alone. One possible explanation for this might be because they expect to be independent and burden-free since they become adapted to being alone before. Therefore, they tend to be alone with the support of their parents and friends only, since they could put more importance for their education, careers and personal growth. It results in decrease in marriage rates due to staying single for delaying marriage. A research by Licher Laughlin in 2012 shows that low-educated women were caused by declining economic opportunities. Studies of countries of metropolitan statistical areas have tended to find that areas with better economic opportunities for women have lower rates of marrying. Some countries may be moving towards ideas of marriage, particularly those that are liberal or progressive social cultures. People might have higher priority on gender equality, freedom of choice and happiness. Since before this, the women are totally relied on for household chores, but now both women and men in the households are responsible for that chores, and not only women only, without getting married, just as housemates. So now raising the question on the advantages of marriage over the cohabitation, placing greater focus on the quality of relationships than their legal status. Thank you. That's all for me.
I will continue the second issue of social change for family and marriage, which is impact of globalization. Cultures are becoming more hybrid as a result of globalization, which people interacting aspects of other culture into their own. Families that have members who live abroad will challenge conventional idea of connection and cohesion within the family. These differences can lead to conflict and misunderstanding. In addition, because of immigration to another country in seeking work and a higher standard of living, for example, the population of many Western nations now display the cultural variety and number of cross-cultural households is rising. As an example, in Indian marriage, dowry known as the bride money in a certain group has long been a traditional norm. The list of dowries items provided to the groom's family have evolved throughout time in accordance with the change in the market. Furthermore, long-distance family and individual connection has become easier as a result of technology advance in communication. This can improve family bond to sustain the relationship. Thus, it can have positive consequences. People have more opportunity to create larger worldwide network that extend well beyond their local community and family through Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
So, the first challenge that family had to face is the technology. The technology has enabled humans to communicate, share, and create in a new way, while the social media create a new form of expression and interaction. The origin of social media can be traced back to ancient time when people used various methods to communicate, like letters, messengers, signal, and codes. And in the 20th century is the rise of smartphone, where people can access and use the social media. So how it can become a challenge to family and marriage. First of all, it can diminish the quality time. The technology can inadvertently erode the precious moment families that should spend together. Like if we prioritize the screen, so face-to-face interaction become much more lesser. It's either the parent engrossed with their handphone or the children glued to their tablet during the family dinner. The result, of course, it can make less meaningful time spent together. And the dinner table, which we know should be a place where we share the story, we share the advice and conversation, but now had to compete with the notification and screen. Secondly is the depersonalization. The virtual interaction actually lack the warmth and physical presence of in-person conversation. Should be the eye contact, touch, or physical space can make the relationship feel more transactional. And some of the couple may find themselves discuss the important thing only using the online, like WhatsApp or Instagram. So it missing out the emotional nuance that come with face-to-face dialogue. Lastly, the technology also can make some couple jealous and mistrust because the social media platform can provide a glimpse into the other's life. Like they can like the story, they can like the post, and the comparison are inevitable. Some of the couple may feel jealous or insecure when they see their partner interact with other people online, and some suspicious behavior like secretly message other person or excessive use of social media also can lead to mistrust and strain the relationship. The lack of transparency in digital interaction also exacerbate this feeling.
Assalamualaikum and good day to Prof. Mashita and my fellow friends. My name is Nek Nanga binti Yusni. Here I will talk about the challenges of social change in family and marriage. The second challenge is reproduction within marriage is viewed as insignificant. Family play a crucial role in producing offspring and fostering future generations. The birth of new members is important to replace those who have passed away and ensure the continued existence of the community. Nowadays, there are some societies, especially in developed countries, think that a family does not necessarily have to comply with the traditional norms, where only a legitimate husband and wife can give birth to children. In other words, unmarried couples have the option to cohabit and establish their own family unit. For example, in the United States of America, some people have committed relationships but are not married and seek recognition as a family unit. Unmarried couples or individuals have the option to engage in heterosexual or homosexual relationships, or they may choose to adopt a child to form a family. This type of family structure is acknowledged in the US and is referred to as affinity family. Although this practice is accepted by some communities, it is generally rejected by most people due to being viewed as a violation of religious and community belief and also as a sinful act. The second challenge of social change in family and marriage is divorce and remarriage. Some couples are unlucky in their relationship, which results in divorce. There are also some divorced individuals choose to remarry and create a new family with different partner. In the olden days, marriage was seen as a sacred institution that should be respected. However, nowadays marriage is considered to be just a disharmonious contractual agreement which has contributed to the increase of divorce rate. The rise of divorce rates has shifted family structure, with blended families becoming more widespread. Step-family relationships present new challenge and opportunities for individual development. Uniting divorced parents and their children can be challenging because of a different parenting styles, anxieties, and tensions between step-parent and the non-family member. Besides, children may feel jealous if the step-parent is taking away their parents' attention, and the introduction of new step-siblings may cause conflict. It may require time for the children to adjust to the new family dynamic. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lin Kaishan. Now I will explain the method to overcome the social change in family and marriage. The first is education. The family education is the earliest type of education and it starts at birth. The behavior and the mental health of the children are greatly influenced by their parents. Therefore, the parents need to act as the role models for their children rather teaching to them. For example, the parents can set some good behaviors such as being loyal to their couple and being responsible for their marriage. The children will learn from their parents and bring those good behavior into their marriage and family. In addition, it also can avoid the children resistance or fear of marriage. The second is communications. It is necessary to the family and marriage and it must be open and honest. The communication and can avoid the misunderstanding and conflict. For example, a family meeting can help once a week. This is to encourage the family members to express their feelings, needs, expectations, and worries to each other. When communication, we need to pay attention to the skill and do not be aggressive, such as accusations and criticisms. The last is consultation. The consultations are needed when facing the problem and do not know how to solve the problem. The consultations are not indicate that the relationship between the husband and the wife are failing. Rather, it shows that they are love and values their relationship. The consultation will look the problem between the client from the third perspective, so they can know the root cause behind the problem, and they will give the professional advice to help the client to solve their problem.
Hi, I'm Yingxuan, and I will explain the first point for impact of social change on family and marriage. The first point is about changing gender roles. Traditional family relationships have changed as gender roles in society have evolved. The majority of men in previous generations tended to take on instrumental duties in the home, usually involving labor that supported the family financially. On the other hand, women in previous generations typically assumed the role of expressiveness, which typically entails tasks like providing for the family and in the care for their children. The rise in the proportion of women working outside is one of the most obvious shifts. Women are pursuing vocation at a higher rate in modern settings, defying the traditional belief that their primary role is to take care of the home. At the same time, men were increasingly participating actively in the home chores. In couples where both partners have to work, duties including childcare, cooking, and housework are divided according to schedules and personal preference. These highlights share the decision-making and serve as a break from a traditional gender-assigned duties. Gender roles are evolving, which helps to explain family dynamics, promotes a more flexible and inclusive family structure, and strengthen the bonds within the family. That's all for me, and I'll pass to the Akila.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning to everyone. My name is Norakila binti Zulkarnain. Today I will talk about the impact of change in the aspect of family and marriage. Firstly, wedding ceremony. In the olden days, the Malay would follow the custom of the Malay to hold a woman's wedding party and then men's party. But now, bride-to-be will hold only one party or wedding to reduce the cost of their wedding. This is because a wedding ceremony will cost at least 15,000. Difference between the old day where the cost of the wedding feast was not expensive. Wedding feasts in the old day were also very different because they would cook a meal for a large feast together with neighbors and family members. Nowadays, the bride's family will pay catering to prepare food for the guests. This is because they want to reduce the burden on their family members and save more time and space. Second, I will talk about mate selection. In the past, teenagers would marry candidates chosen by their parents. Their parents will find a match for their child through their friend's child or their neighbor's child. Once they are interested in making a daughter-in-law, they will come to the house to get to know each other more closely. Then they will discuss about their children's marriage. However, nowadays, teenagers will meet their partner when they are continue their study or when they are working. After they like each other, they will meet the girl family to discuss the next step, such as marriage.
Lastly, it prompts us to question, adapt, and appreciate this institution during the transformation. And the idea of having children without getting married has now become a powerful force. And this shift also challenged the familiar part of family life, where it could encourage a more deeper reflection on this evolved dynamic of relationship. You know what? The unstoppable advance of technology and the changing role between the man and woman also reshape the core aspect. And not to forget, actually, the strength of our societal narrative lies not in conformity, but in the celebration of our unique story. So we must help to build a world where the diverse relationships are supported and accepted.
That's all for our group. Thank you.